Poverty increases in Peru. Most Peruvians are streaming when Congress tries to control broadcasting. In Peru, today is May 20th, 2023. I'm Nelson Peñarera Castellero reporting from Sullana City. This is Live Connection. On May 11th, Peru's National Institute for Statistics and Informatics released a report about the advance of monetary poverty for 2022. Monetary poverty means 4 people in one home cannot get enough money to cover their basic needs. For 2022, that cost was about $110 US. In 2022, 28% of people was poor. In comparison to 2021, 26% was poor. That means 2% became poor in 1 year. In hard numbers, that 1,880,000 people became poor in Peru. In 2021, it was 628,000 less. Peru's population is estimated in 33 million people. More numbers. In 2022, 42% of rural population was poor. In urban zones, it was 24%. As a statistical reference, just 30% of Peru's population live at the countryside. Poverty increased 1% in rural zones, but in urban zones it was twice 2%. In 2021, monetary poverty in urban zones was 10%. At the rural zones, it was 1%. At the first hand, monetary poverty slowed down in urban zones, but it held in rural zones. In 2022, extreme poverty reached 5% of Peru's population. In 2021, it was 4%. That means 1% became extreme poor in 1 year. About the people in risk to be poor, it represented 32% in 2022. It was 35% in 2021. In other words, 3% less got out to the risk to be or become poor. The poorest department in Peru was Cajamarca. Paradoxically, it is one of the most important departments with mining developments. Monetary poverty is mostly focused in Andean departments. As an additional fact, 28% of women was poor in 2022 here in Peru, against 27% of men also here in Peru. The official report has not identified or does not identify any cause for monetary poverty. It refers some, but not indicating one in particular. The report is public. Go to gov.p. Write 2022 Poverty Report in the query box. Perú Libre, the leftist party that ran the former debunked Peru's president, Pedro Castillo, is trying to pass a resolution that was tagged as authoritarian. It's about forcing TV and radio air stations to address 30% of their daily programming for Peruvian folkloric and emergent music. Also, songwriters could have right to receive royalties for the airing. Actual Peru's Act for Broadcasting rules at least 30% for national programming. Peru's Act of the Arts also rules a minimum 10% fee for the artists to show their plays. There are no available numbers or how much programming in Peru's TV and radio stations are addressed for national programming. Although radioelectric spectrum is public property, the contents offered by Peruvian media, the private Peruvian media, run or are mandatory only for free competence. But the air signals are not the most predominant for the markets, like it happened in 20 or 30 years ago. First, the share was decimated by cable operators that not necessarily use the public radioelectric spectrum. And in the last decade, broadcasters might migrate to streaming that neither uses systems or bands of public communication. Just talking about TV data published a survey in October 2020, 52% of Peruvians consume streaming. 74% are in Lima metro area. The Amazon jungle consumes most streaming TV, 49%. Again, they are datum numbers for October 2020, relating to the proposal of Peru Libre. According to Gestion newspaper in October 2018, 60% of Peruvians listen to streaming music. In March 2020, a CPI poll found 97% of Peruvians listen to music in general. Preferences of 22 million of 30 million was surveyed across Peru. That research found 74% prefer listening to the music in a mixed formula: radio, streaming, and downloads. CPI survey found most Peruvians prefer listening to the music on YouTube, 66%. Spotify, that entered in 2014, is in the second place. 49% of Peruvians prefer listening to the downloaded music on their devices. When we talk about downloaded music, we refer to the content we play not connecting to any network. Cumbia is the most listened genre. Salsa is the second most listened genre. All the results are available by a single query on Google. Specialists told us that Peru Libre's proposal is anti-technical and non-viable. How do you prefer to listen to your music? What's your favorite music? Tell me on the social media. Find me as @NelsonSuyana. Thanks for joining this live connection. Follow us with the hashtags LiveConnection and Nelson Live. I'm on every social media as @NelsonSuyana. From Sullana, Peru, I'm Nelson Peña Castillo reporting. See you soon.